Hello, guys. Good morning, good day to you, good evening. Welcome, everyone. Austeris here. I'll level hunt the Trickster. So we done yesterday with the Ashes of Malmoth, and Forgotten Gods DLC is still there to be done today. Potentially, we can finish the build today as well by killing Celestials and Great Boss. Will we have enough time for that? Because I want to farm maybe Cronlin Ring
Oh, what a day!
and maybe I
Auster
want to
2
get
greetings, Auster 2 Neckanthrope.
some skill reshuffle. Well, we're gonna be starting with the skill reshuffle here. Greetings, and welcome, mate. So let's go.
Auster 2
Let's see if we
greetings,
can
Auster 2 Neckanthrope.
finish this build today. The plan minimum is to get to the Forgotten Gods DLC. Gets Forgotten Gods DLC. So like I say, done with...
Let's get this death march started. Those Celestials can't kick your butt unless you get a move on LUL.
yeah, we'll see about kicking... Who gonna kick whose butt here? But we're gonna be see about that. So we still want to use a potion of experience here. Kinda. Because we still have some devotion to get experience for. 14 out of 15 for Abominable Mind. But more importantly, Rend, 17 out of 20. Minus 28 bleeding resistance. And we do want that bleeding resistance to get in higher. So what I was thinking about the skill reset altogether. What we don't want. Well, there's a vitality damage and bleeding damage. So what we want actually, we want to get this primal bound, right? Damage absorption, some bleeding damage with increased duration. That's all we get in there. Bleeding damage with increased duration. Can we get cut down this orc skin here? Piercing easy resistance. Can we cut down a Mogadren Pact here? For at least some point. That's a big question because Mogadren Pact giving me that energy regen which we desperately needed. We kinda fixed my energy regen a little bit yesterday again. It's not enough for like continuously using my Phantasmal Light. Now if you see like the energy decreasing faster than I get in the energy back. But it's still way better than it was before. It's still way better than it was before. So let's say we cut in the Mogadren Pact or the Orc Skin. The Orc Skin, like AC resistance greatly depend on it. Piercing resistance, we can work with that. So let's say we can cut Orc Skin by 9, but enough points to get like minus 9 AC resistance. It's also minus some armor at the same time. Right, at the same time some armor minus. So let's see. 23, 21, 19. And I think we can go up to 18 over here. Alright, so we can get 4 points out of this. We have still an easy resistance. Still okay on the piercing resistance here. And our defensive ability did drop. Our armor rating also did drop. But I also think we can cut one more point here. Oh wait. Undo. We're not cutting it.
Clear your mind of regrets.
Okay, one more point is too much here. Then we can cut this energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can get 4 of this because we can get energy with 2.5 with my Arcane Dust. Alright, so energy 116. And instead of some bleeding damage and health,
See anything you like? See you
Instead
around.
of health, we're gonna get this Arcane
Safe
Dust
storage. No
powder.
questions asked.
I cleaned my my bags, by the way. So energy regeneration, some defensive ability at the same time. So 177 energy, back to a starting point. I lost like 600 health. Defensive ability looking good. Offensive ability also looking good. So what else? We needed 10 points and then more for this to be successful. The Night Blade. Did we just cut in a little bit of vitality damage here? There's Phantasmal Armor, which is also piercing. There's energy absorption from spells. Alright, petrification, freeze duration, reduction. We don't have a, we're not looking good on the freeze resistance, are we? It's a secondary resistance, stun 55, freeze 15 only. So it can work without the Horrorfrost Ointment. So what do? We just put those points back into Shaman over here. Alright, so we need 2 more points, 3 more points actually to get the Primal Bonds started. Alright, so that's gotten me a little bit of health. So back to 17 and 400 health. Back there. And energy regeneration 181. 181. So we can get like I don't want to spend the energy much. But I think we can remove 1 more point from Mogadren Pact over here. Let's see if we remove 1 more point from Anatomy of Murderer. 1 from...
Let me clear your mind of regrets.
I don't really want to Phantasmal Blade to suffer here. Like it's 3 and armor. So how about 8 more points out of here, out of my vitality damage. Alright, keep it on 9 for example. It's still enough bleeding. Still enough bleeding. And then we're moving 1 more point out of here. So it's a 3 points,
Farewell.
just enough to get here. Energy regen the same as it was before we started all of the shenanigans. But now we can get exclusive aura here. 2 points here and damage absorption, 2 damage absorption. And bleeding duration. Bleeding duration 10%. So we want it at least to 10% damage absorption. And we have 4 more skill points to get from Forgotten Gods DLC. So that's what we're gonna be doing. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be starting the Forgotten Gods DLC. Except where's the guy?
I cannot.
And we're jumping into Shattered Realm right away. So we can get this 3 skill points, 1 attribute points as well. Attribute points gonna go to
So, the 3 go to the center of the camp.
my spirit, obviously.
The emissary war.
There's some damage reflection. Is it? Bleeding. Okay, he's gone. Survive the Eldritch Dryer.
I could hear the bat.
Yeah, no challenge there. So now we need to choose what kind of pleb master we're gonna go to.
See anything you like?
The thing is, I don't really care about any of them. We're done with my sorting out my powders here. Alright, so anything else we're gonna get, it doesn't really matter. We even have lightning resistance over 79% maximum, so more than enough to fight Mogadren. Well, just enough to fight, right? Mug Drain can reduce your lightning resistance by 80. Minus 80, and you get in this back. Alright, Peace and Vitality, Chaos. Chaos over maximum. Vitality, quite a bit over maximum. And Pearson also looking good here. So, like, whatever we're looking at this. At those powders, we don't really care. There's some Vitality damage here, Ether Resistance. Vitality, Ether Resistance. Alright. But I think the Arcanum Dust is just way better for everything here. 35 to all damage, and there is a go that energy regeneration. There goes the energy regeneration, so we don't really care what kind of faction we join.
Iron well spent.
Really, it could be like the Dreek faction. I feel like it's less... the easiest one, whatever. What he's selling to me.
Come see what's left of my wares.
He has some energy regen. Not good. It's for weapon energy regen. Vitality, Chaos, Piercing Resistance. And good. So we have a Chaos Resistance here. Alright, Vitality, Energy Regen, Chaos Resistance adds absolutely perfect for me. Everything that has that energy regen sounds perfect.
Iron well spent.
So may as well join the guy.
Purpose. The eye spoke of this moment.
The skies we
Respected as the cult of Dreek.
See anything you like?
A Rift Stalker emblem. That's one reason to join a Rift. Those guys, he's selling the Rift Stalker emblems. I need a lot of them. We utilizing those emblems a lot in early
Put it to
games.
good use.
For basically all my characters are playing. So let's go.
Traveler.
Replenish my stash of the emblems here. Get the quest.
Safe storage, no questions.
Put this one into storage. Right, we also need to replenish Savior's Marks. We need to
It's safe with me. Promise.
hopefully get some warrant for Cthulhu, first, yeah, Cthulhians. For now, let's get the Shadow Dam. Let's get all the skills that we left. So, Celestial Waystone. Level 65. Not looking that much of on a gold.
Oracles of Dreeg spoke of your...
Celestial
How far shall
Waystone.
we go?
There we go. Should have used a potion of XP here as well. Let's see how good this built in Shadow Realm. I'm expecting a great result. However, we can't really face tank, right? We'll get some armor absorption soon. Okay, yeah. See what happens if I'm trying to face tank. It's supposed to be like very careful with the face tank in here. Energy holding up pretty good.
That skill's not ready.
Well, we have a Chupacabra. Kill the elites. Don't let anyone interfere. Okay, that's Chupacabra, no, not a problem. There's another guy over here. Like I say, the problem is I can't really face stunt much, right? The moment I'm get into that face stunting business, That's the moment we're gonna die. Well, we still are face tanking a little bit. Okay, so this guy. Dying pretty fast. Yeah, we do have Health Leech on my Phantasmal Blades, and we do have Health Leech on my Blade Spirits. Alright, so they're spinning, we're winning, and they also getting me some juicy health back. But dude, like look at the damage. Not exactly satisfying with the cleaning speed here. And how much my health bouncing back and you know and forth. It is one problem about that health bouncing is defensive ability. Doesn't look like normal mobsters can crit me. Well, okay, so it's 2300, and we have on a multiple occasion we can reduce enemy offensive ability by something like at least 200 something. So effectively we have 2600 defensive ability, which should be enough in this stage of the game. Never enough for Celestials, but should be enough against normal plebs, dude. Can't go that way. Okay, there's some spiders over here. And they did have some elite here. Who's keeping fucking healing him? Are you the one? Okay. Is that? So we absolutely don't want to fight those guys. All of them together. Gonna be fighting them one-on-one. We got lucky with a big arena here. Our energy holding up. Oh my god. that could have killed me. That could have killed me. So I killed the guy, my health leech stopped, and I was staying in the green stuff. Yeah, it could have escalated pretty fast. Okay, dodging his... This guy almost killed me like
I can't do that.
yesterday with his one attack. Just went and done like 17k health damage. Just need to be extremely careful around it. Oh well, speaking of being careful, there we go, there we go. Wasn't careful, got sundered, got killed, so... That's what I'm saying. The problem with this build, right now, it is mega fragile. That's why I wanted to get this a little bit more of damage absorption at least. It's still you see how easy to get one shot at. So basically what happened there... Yeah, well, let's just kill this guy. He just got sundered me, and then just we were staying on the stone over there, so we don't want to stay on the stone. But yeah, the moment he sundered me, like I just got it in one shot there. It's total bullshit. Also wasted the potion here. So yeah, let's check it out. This replacing. It just happened instantaneously. It just happened instantaneously. Like some builds like Issa you just also had something around this kind of health and defensive ability. Those builds would be like a little bit more resilient for terrorism. I could like face tank it. So there we go. Like we getting speed to a quarter of actual speed. So you can understand how fast that skill me. So we doing pretty good damage in here. All in all, so he put this stone over here, so minus resistance for me. Right, going, there's going that Thunder and my health drop into 12k. So there's go Thunder and instant death. There's literally no time to react to this. So that's the problem with the build. We kind of have more health than my Witch Hunter had. Right, so like Witch Hunter was like having bad survivability, yeah?
Well done. This port.
We were complaining about survivability for Witch Hunter. But if you like see check out this survivability over here, it's way worse. So literally can afford to face tank anything. Kinda like I say, we have a good health leash, Calston can, but one hit just can nihilate everything. Killing me with one shot.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Let's put the stuff. I did clear my bags when coming for today's stream. Finally. So we have all of the space for this monster and frequency. Well, not only. This is the same, okay, Demon Slayer Life Ender. It's the same gun we're using. Have a more vitality, 2% more vitality damage. More bleeding damage. Alright, 3 energy, casting speed better. Phantasmal Blades also. It's looking a little bit better. It's looking a little bit better from what I have. But that's fine.
I'll keep an eye out.
Right, the main thing we came there is skill points. So we can use this for further getting some survivability here. It's a 4, so our damage absorption is 7 right now. 7 damage absorption ain't good. We can get one more skill point from Uruburg. But honestly, I want a little bit more. I want a little bit more. Where I can get just one more point here. I can remove again this bleeding vitality damage out of here. Alright, I don't think I want to remove a Shadow Dance. Maybe we're just removing the Night Shield. It's not irrelevant right now. Alright, it is irrelevant. There's the first burn damage, but we don't really care about it. It's like so little. So I can remove this completely. That's 1 point. There's less defensive ability and well, we can play with the Shadow Dance as well. Removing some points from the Shadow Dance.
I can't do that yet.
For more damage absorption.
I sense turmoil.
It
within you.
feels like that's good work. Right, it is removing some defensive ability. Yeah? It's removing some defensive ability. 2400 over here. So this one going to Spirit. No question asked. And this 3 points. So 8, 9, 10 damage absorption. Okay, 10% damage absorption with 17. It should be better. It should be better. Will be enough? I don't think it still will be enough to face tank. Right, there's also armor, which is not that bad. We got it to 2k armor here. It's not entirely bad. We have like 100% absorption as well. I really don't know why we can't face tank anything. Should be possible. Like, looking at all the stats,
Skill's not ready.
should be absolutely possible to face tank. There's some kind of weird scene here.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, this is the Cormac Vipers. Cormac Vipers was a bloody hemorrhage. The pistols. The Vipers hemorrhage. That we're trying to farm for 3 hours, for 3 days. 3 hours and 3 days. Didn't got any single one from them. Okay, grabbing like some monster amphibian here to sell later. Not doing that good on financial. Okay, now the Viper killed. He didn't drop his stuff for me. The cleaning speed is still pretty good. Like, when we're talking, so cleaning speed in Shattered Realm actually was slow. Well, maybe not so slow, but way slower than cleaning the enemies like over here. Which is like granted, because that's a Shattered Realm after all. Cleaning normal enemies over here, it feels like this is one of the fastest build we ever had, right? On pair with Eye of the Reckoning, which as I mentioned yesterday. But that's like, when it's come to clear everything except, like I say, Shattered Realm, but maybe we'll see how Celestials goes. Not happy having that much of a hope that we're gonna be killing them super fast. We'll try our best. Try our best to survive first and foremost. And also, like, going through the normal monsters, my energy doesn't look that bad either. Energy regen. We're just keeping that up. Close to the maximum energy every time, because I'm not like spamming the Phantasmal Blade continuously. Like 1, 2, 3, okay, 2 or 3 Phantasmal Blades cast enough to clear basically almost all group of enemies here. It consumes little to nothing energy. The 1 Phantasmal Blades should be enough for most of the cases, actually, because we also bleeding them, right? So just cast 1 Phantasmal Blade, they bleed, and everything that didn't bleed was finished by my own Blade Spears. Look at this, Chupacabras here. Another guy that we can really face tank. Look at how my how my energy like move in there. Yeah. We did pretty well on energy. So how we looking on the defensive ability against him? He has like 7% chance to crit me. Yeah? No wonder my health was bouncing so much. So no wonder we did kick the button bucket there. We do have this minus. Yeah, like I say, my effective defensive ability is at least 2600, but it's still given a lot of chance to for enemy to crit me. On the other hand, almost all my builds like have defensive ability around 2600. 24, it's not the worst one, for sure. So why this guy is suffering the most? That's a big question.
That skill's not ready.
Which I don't have the answer to. It's like I'm taking some extra damage somewhere. Let's have Swills. Okay, Moscarab. We also were farming those guys. Not very successfully. They wanted their shield for early, well, for everything up until late game.
That skill's not ready.
Which has boosted the damage of my blade spears greatly. So there's that bleed in. Still have quite a few bleeding points on my blade spears, despite not having the shield anymore. That's provided by the armor. In fact, I didn't check out how much our stats here, the damage stats have changed. There's always skills reshuffling. So basically, what we're looking here, we're looking at bleeding damage and the vitality modifier. Bleeding modifier 1400, which is on the lower side. Vitality modifier 2248, which is pretty okayish. Okayish, mediocre maybe. So like, obviously, if you're doing some constant type of damage, like single type of damage, like vitality, you want to concentrate on something. The good percentage should be anything above 3k, right? So we do want to reach a 3k there, but because we did spread into the bleeding damage, I would say 2200 is a decent result. Not the best. Not the best choice. But it's a spacey choice. That's how they say it. Yeah, anyway. Like clearance speed, like I say, no problem. So 200, 200 of vitality damage. We kick in the asses. Oh, there's the lead there. Completely miss him. Getting more reputations for me, yes please. So basically there's only one more skill point left, which is we gonna be putting that damage resistance. Right, we're gonna be putting it into my primal bound. Well, damage resistance, damage absorption that I meant to say. And yeah, this the build when, you know, there's so many good skill points you can put your actual skill into. But you never can get enough of it. Like alternatively, you know what we can do actually? We can replace this set over here. Alright, vitality, damage, bleeding, replace the belt. So we have bleeding elemental resistance on it. Replace the belt with the one we had before. Alright, Melmoth of attack. So it's giving you, okay, it's giving you offensive ability. It's giving you Eastern Cold resistance, chaos resistance, +1 to Night Blades. So we can get this Night Blades here. And we can get additional, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. More or less. But yeah, surprisingly this build doesn't have any plus to skills anywhere, either to Shaman or Nightblade, which I don't have any. Which is, well, quite unusual for my builds. Most often than not, we do at least have +1 to... At least +1, it's usually more than that, to the main skill tree we have. So yeah, not having those +2 skills does mean that we have way less skills to operate. Can underestimate it +2 to skills. Not only they can bring you higher than the soft cap, but they're just giving you generally more skill points to work with. Like we just calculated 6 more skill points at least. Or was it actually 8? We can get if I invest something plus into the Nightblade skills. So I don't know, like feeling so tired today, especially tired. I kind of have pretty good sleep despite the air alarm. Just already was going tired into the bed, so slept quite good today. There's air alarm. Yeah, I did woke up a couple of times during the night.
Can't do that yet.
But I felt like one of the best sleep I had in a while. However, I'm, for whatever reason, feeling like really tired. I was doing, to be honest, I was doing some cleaning before the stream. and another work around the house. For at least, I don't know, like 3 hours? Maybe that was enough to just get me that tired. And also Richard not feeling well for the past what already a week and a half. He's not feeling well and has put in like so much, you know.
That skill's not ready.
So much pressure on me in terms like constantly I'm constantly on edge because of that. Because I don't really know what to do. Okay, a couple of moments infrequent. Not picking greens, despite needing the gold.
That
But they
skill's
just
not
gonna
ready.
slowing me down. Yeah, only monster infrequent. Some of them could be good to keep them up for next build. Speaking of the next build, I was saying before that it's potentially will be something like Amarita Blade Burst with Nightblade plus Arcanist, making into Spellbreaker class. Was the first class we started with, streaming Grim Dawn. So like I was saying before, interesting here to check it out. How much better I became in, probably quite better in character building. So we can try to play for a real Spellbreaker this time.
That skill's not ready.
As always, we're probably gonna take in a 1 day break before jumping into another build, maybe more. Most likely not less. So I need to plan on next build. But okay, so this is the Spellbreaker Amarita Blade Burst is just what I'm thinking right now. I have a couple of other ideas. So you know, with me you never know. If I wake up like tomorrow and I think, okay, you know, we played 2 Night Blades in a row already. Let's do actually something completely different. Well, we did play Night Blade on a previous build, the Witch Hunter. Just was an Occultist Nightblade, and there's Ghost Nightblade over here. I'm back. So you want to tank this guy behind the pillar over here, most often than not. Also, you want to freeze resistance sorted. Yeah, I forgot about freeze resistance. We only have 15 here, less than that even. So that's why it's important, this ointment. Well, that guy killed me a couple of times on some builds back in the past. So always was surprised about the amount of his lightning damage. And that's why you develop the tactic to stay behind the pillar. Okay, there's the damage reflection, boy. My health was barely moving with that. But we applied quite a bit of bleeding damage on myself. We got reflected, boy. The army of skeletons. There is no end to them. Yeah, actually there is end to my skeletons, and I wish I can summon them more frequently. They are what the skeleton doings in here. They just removing enemy resistances. Right, flat resistance reduction, that's what they're doing. It's pretty damn important. It's important for my vitality damage, but it's more important for my bleed damage, actually, when you think about it.
I can't do that yet.
So, like, a resistance reduction, we have enough, I believe, for everything. Right, minus 55 vitality over here. Right, minus additional 28 vitality over here. So 55, 28, 83. Right, minus 83. Plus rise that over here, 24. 83 and 24, 107. Right, 107, and occasional we have on the crit. We have this minus 10 over here with Signet of the Fallen, so it's minus 117 vitality resistance reduction. And with coming to the bleed, we have the same thing here happening. So for now, Rand for now giving me 29 is gonna get higher. It's at least gonna get to minus 30. So minus 30 plus 24 minus 55, 54. Right, minus 54. And then the variance form giving me a additional 35. So 54 and 35. 90. 89, let's say. 89, so approximately minus 90. It's not enough to put a Celestials in a negative bleeding resistance reduction, but it's enough to remove their bleeding resistance almost altogether. And then we have, okay, approximately something more than 100 bleeding damage per second, if there's no resistances in play. 100k bleeding damage per second. Like, the bleeding damage from all from all blade spears combined plus Demotic Burst. They just got Viper Hemorrhage, finally. We did. Puncturing of Alacrity. We did. It's level 94, so it's not gonna be like seeing any action. Probably never. But that's very interesting because we were so bad at farming this specific pistol. There's actually another one, Superior of the Slaughter. There's actually another one. So we got like two guns from a Vipers already, without needing them, you know. But when we farm it for 3 hours, early in the game and we really need this. Not a single drop.
That skill's not ready.
Do they love this game?
I can't do that yet.
Really love this game. Okay, maybe it's because we are here on a higher level. We're fighting higher level snakes, vipers, whatever. They have a better chance to drop the goods. It's like, you know, lower levels have lesser chance to drop the pistols overall, because we kill a lot of them. But the thing is, you really, like I said, you need those pistols early on lower levels. So there was some balancing patch right about most infrequent drop. In, well, not so recently, but after 1.2 patch, and they remove chances for rare affixes on, or lower chances for rare affixes from vendors, and giving more chances for those rare affixes to actually drop in the wild. But there's also involvement with actual enemy levels along the way. So enemy levels should supposed to be sufficient enough. For that to work. Some bills appearing behind me. Discovers. So more snakes here. More snakes. And look at this. It's dropped another Viper Hemorrhage of celerity this time around. Is this a bloody joke or what? 3 guns in like what, 15 minutes. Wonderful.
LUL. Normal drop rate.
Normal drop rate, I mean. Just when... No, dude, like there's another one. There's a 4th one. Like, right over here. Like, what the hell is going on? And they all level 94, which is no use for me. Even if I'm gonna do like another build similar to this one, and I would need this. Have I good for anything else than Phantasmal Blades? They doing bleeding damage to the Devouring Swarm. They're not good anything for Phantasmal Blades. That is. I greatly have my doubts they're gonna do like any bleeding damage build for Devouring Swarm. It's just not the skill they're doing damage. But yeah, that's what we call here like Clown Fiesta. That's where the Clown Fiesta word even came from. It's like this one. A straight up definition from a book. Oh well.
I can't do that yet.
Did I just miss, okay, yeah, we did miss the shit, did we? For terrorism. Miss the sigil. was like thinking we missing something. Oh, we also missed the boss. Where did you camp? Like where did you have been? What a coward. We're just hiding somewhere here. Like we kill everything in this part, but not the boss. We was currently hiding.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet.
Oh well. They really have no chance against me. The totem. They couldn't even like get closer to hit me. Like 0 damage. Easy shot. And we're close to the 1 million, just picking up the random gold that lying around. Also, the funny part here, for the last 10 minutes or so, didn't use any single energy potion. So just regening energy fine on my own. Which is good. So at least we did fix my energy consumption for everything apart celestial fights. Everything that we need to continuously utilize in the blades, the Phantasmal Blades. Continuously for duration of more than like half a minute at least. That's the purple items. Those items are dropping like a hotcakes.
I can't do that.
Boss time. So let's see how fast we can bleed this guy. So I'm gonna be using my Phantasmal Blades just to casually hit him to get this bleeding. Now there's also my blade barriers. Not exceptionally fast, but I think it's gonna work on, you know, I think it's gonna work okay in celestial fights. Our usual kite tactic. Well, we're supposed to use kite tactic anyway, but yeah. Because no way this guy will be able to play stun cannons in for a while. We've done everything here. Jump to Corvix Sand. And have like another seal to unlock. right around the corner. Terrifying discovery. Terrifying indeed, dude. Like, why willingly even jumping inside the mouth of some giant worm?
I can't do
It's
that.
madness. I understand like demon portals. But like insides of giant worm. They do have something like this in Last Steeper Away. That the beast, whatever it's called, in campaign, and you go in like inside of it, and like you fight in his immune system too, and like inside the beak. So it's not the first action RPG that utilizing this kind of level design. Feels like in that movie, like Ant-Man, which I never actually watched. But I know there was like some guy who could like make himself microscopic. That was like very old movie too, like about the people going inside a human body with some like also like getting themselves like shrink and travel through the veins or something. I can't remember a plot, the actual plot what happened in that movie. It felt more like a space, like, you know, spaceship going like inside on a dangerous mission.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah. Anyway, this is not the immune system we're fighting here, but rather parasites for this worm. Which is quite disgusting, just think about it. Okay, second sealed acquired. One more to go. I think we're also gonna be killing the Mogoneth with this guy. Just to check how we can fare against the guy. We were skipping Mogoneth for a bunch of builds, but this one feeling exceptionally fragile. So of course we're gonna be going and checking it. How much fragile we actually are. Well, again, most likely. I'm really feeling unwell here. You know what? We're streaming for 1 hour. It's not like you know, I can't even describe my state here.
I can't do that yet.
Let's just wait a little bit, see if I can gonna get better or not. If not, I don't think we're gonna be finishing today the whole build. But that's fine, that's fine. This is only like 7 days for this playing for this build. It's a dead end. Yeah, only 7 days, so like we're progressing decently fast. And that does matter something too. Like speaking of other builds, right? Like I'm interested in, apart from the Blade Burst. There's that idea of damage retaliation build. We're trying to figure that out like a long time ago. Have some discussion in chat as well about it. It does have its own flaws. The damage retaliation. Like it wasn't working with for the enemies that doing like ranged damage or something, or was it area damage? Something like that. I need to go and jump and do research the topic again. But that could be interesting build to try as well. Did play the pad build recently. This is we're playing here half the pad build. Technically, like I mean, I have 7 pads. I call this Phantasmal Blades and stuff, but we actually have 7 pads here. So not exactly. Not exactly pure non-pad build. But not a classic pad build in you know, in a broad sense of the word. So I guess we're good. Okay, there's a Guardian of Ishtar we're looking for. Four out of 15. I need some more. Good, like. Why are you moving in the wrong direction here again?
That skill's not ready.
So Space Marine was released yesterday. We talked a little about Space Marine 2. Talk a little bit about it. And it's sitting on... it's climbing up in rating. Like what, like to 80%? But it's also got his new record for itself for concurrent players, which is reached 200 and something K. Which is like twice more when it's was released in 4 days in early access kind of thing. People saying it's like the most successful, or one of the most successful launches of a game in the Warhammer 40k universe.
My inventory. I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry anymore. Well, that's not a problem. Let's go and sort that out.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Stalwart is a soul warding. Right. The thing is, we're probably never gonna be using the Scorbuck helmet in normal. In end game. Weapon damage to Reaping Spirit. Attack damage to health for Reaping Spirit. Right, Vitality Decay for Soul's Wishfire. And Vitality Decay for Wishfire. Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna be using this one. Vitality. Well, let's just put we put in all of those Viper Hemorrhage in storage. Let's just keep that one. Raspin Wine and Decaying. Right, Bleeding Vitality. Vitality, okay. I can keep that one. Brian's Thorn, critical physical damage to acid from Brian's Thorn. Rune Carrot of Decaying. Acid. Don't really matter. This was Salin, this was Salin, this was Salin. Part of the set. Cache of a slot here. Lightning damage to Vindictive Flames. Fire damage converted to a lightning damage to Vindictive Flames. There's so many skills that haven't been played, like Vindictive Flames here. Here we go. We haven't had any proper Primal Strike build either. Cache of the slot. Slot looking good. Poison damage, acid, poison damage is increased duration for your pets. Occultist. Okay, let's say we're gonna keep this one as well. Charge of Thunder. Lightning damage. There's a lot of lightning damage. Mage Storm of Thunder. Okay. We have a lot of space to put those weapons to use. So just putting them into storage. Because why not? Charge of Feral Accuracy. Broadcaster of Thunder. Steering the Wildfire. Physical resistance, elemental exchange, fire damage to elemental exchange, fire damage to smite. Yeah, again, not sure how important that is. But let's say I buy it. And we're keeping that up. Vitality resistance for Devouring Swarm. Vitality decay for Blade Arc. So that this most likely not gonna be used. Just selling it. Death Storm. About keeping those things. Like so many Grobe. Poison per second for Bloody Box. Okay, maybe we can use one of those. Subjugator. Raspin Vines. Bonus to pass. Okay. Okay, about Scarabs or Buruk Mantle. Subjugator of Compelled Wrath. Vitality of Black Walker Cocktail. No think we need Subjugator for that particular item. Corrosion, Whirlwind, Whirlwind Death, Vitality. Acid Vitality for this 7. Probably not good. I don't care about this one, is there?
Got something you need stashed?
Okay, let's sort out this loot and continue that adventure. Usually, like, always running out of space here at the end of the, you know, last DLC, and basically when we fight in Celestials. This time I was prepared. I just went and cleared the storage right before we started this. So plenty of chests. Follow this monster frequent. Follow this Viper hemorrhage. So why not? That's all. Already one chest filled.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Anyway, back to business. Back to business, chat. Get the shrine. Those guys weren't even attacking. Yeah, we want to pick up all the shrines, we want to pick up all the totems, not only because of loot, which is... we have most of every item anyway. More importantly, we want to get this XP. Alright, bonus XP, this bonus potion. So I can level up my constellation, level up a Ren constellation. Before we actually gonna get to celestial fights. Okay, there's my prey over there. Guys we need to kill. And a treasure troll. How much dynamite do we have? 9 left. Yeah, okay, that's more than enough. Also, hopefully we're gonna get some celestial essence this time around. So you see, like, I'm trying to check every corner of the map. Trying to hunt down the celestial essence so we can summon Calagadra. We do have seven celestial essences left in my storage. So, like, technically speaking, should be enough at least for at most for 7 builds. Not at least, but at most for 7 builds. Will it be enough in reality? That's a big question to answer. That's the last Guardians of Ishtar over there. I see them. Also, was it supposed to be some plebs, like some lost somewhere? Didn't save them on a previous build. Missing them in this build as well. Okay, those guys are finished.
Hey, I could use.
Here we go. Jump in a rift. Or send him to the rift. Have the boss here. Have the boss here, which is was my downfall. back in the days when we played that hardcore build with Memento Mori, yeah? Hardcore run. So I remember this guy, and up until this day I still holding a grudge on that boss. Oh, the blueprint from a chest here. Well, you know, I was saying that I have almost all the blueprints, but that's what I mean, like almost. It's mean like, well, not every yet, apparently. That's the first time, however, I get in the blueprint from a chest. I don't think I ever get any that happening to me. Usually it's coming from totems. Mystical Crown of the Winter King. Minus physical resistance to Veil of Shadow, minus cold resistance to Veil of Shadow, which is kinda interesting. Primal Bound, which is kinda interesting. It have the pad bonuses. Physical damage converted to cold and lightning damage to cold for pads. So there's some cold pads shenanigans. Two-handed melee weapon, Vindicator's Icon Might, chance to pass through enemies, cold damage. There's the Winter King's Sword, is our Winter Wolf or whatever it's called. That two-handed one. Doesn't look the part of the set. At least part of the same theme.
No set.
Yeah, no set. Exclusively cold damage to your pets. I don't know about that, so. Like lightning damage I can understand. Alright, the shaman gear up quite a bit for lightning damage. Cold damage to our pets. Quite an interesting idea. There's reflective damage guy, put me some bleeding damage on me. Oh, look at this, another blueprint. Are you kidding me? Are you like really
Chill
kidding
Maid
me?
and Wraiths.
Call it, I have phone call. Never mind.
And Crab. Sup nerds Kappa. Ulster 2 greetings.
Also to greetings, welcome, sub nerds, master holes. Greetings.
Ulster 2 greetings.
So yeah, let's see this one errand. Avenger of Cairn. Apparently I didn't. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Yeah, I didn't have this one too. +1 is a soldier. Physical damage retaliation to Manhir Whale. We were talking about his retaliation build, right? And apparently we just got the item that doing retaliation here. Physical damage retaliation. Total retaliation damage. Interesting.
Hey, stop!
The game trying to say something here. For sure. Oh well, like I say, we'll see. Most likely the next build will be the Spellbreaker I'm talking about. For a couple of days already, here and there. Spellbreaker with the Maritha Blade Burst. We actually, I mean, it's not like we're gonna be playing the third build with Nightblade. I actually do realize I haven't been playing Arcanist in a while as a class. And Arcanist, to be honest, is my favorite class. Or one of the favorites. I mean, I like how strong the soldiers are. But Arcanist is just... also my first class playing Grim Dawn. And it has a real special place in my heart as well. I genuinely like it. I genuinely like it. We haven't even tried those devastation builds for Arcanist. So there's that too. Anyway, the next build probably, like I say, not gonna be happening not tomorrow, not maybe day after tomorrow. So maybe day after tomorrow. There's also Diablo build I want to play. The Thorns Barbarian. Right, I just want to... I know it's kind of a Diablo case. We kind of have this... instance when the Diablo will be a completely different game in 1 month from now. Right, the new DLC coming, and the Diablo will be a completely new game. They rebalanced a bunch of things, like reworking a bunch of mechanics, and yeah. So just jumping out and creating some build which will be absolutely irrelevant in the next months, it's a little bit demotivating.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
What else we're gonna play in, however, we're gonna be playing Last Epoch. Right, so at least for Last Epoch, it does feel like they're not gonna be changing any mechanic drastically anytime soon. If there's a new season coming, it's be like it's just adding new mechanics to the season. We're just reworking everything from scratch. So Last Epoch, September 19. They're coming up with a new cycle refresh, right? Wiping out your cycle history, or as I say, cycle gear and stuff. And bringing some new patch to the table. So we can maybe jump in, and there's some balancing. There's some balancing will be
The threat is spun. Korvax, indeed. Before we can dance on the divine...
come into the game. So it's now on the usurper. So we'll see how that's gonna work as well. We have at least 2 more classes, I believe, to try in
Hello again.
last epoch altogether. Wait, we didn't take the quest for this guy, so we didn't.
That skill's not ready.
So we're gonna be taking, basically what I'm saying here, gonna be taking the break from a Grim Dawn for a little bit to play that specifically. Last epoch build.
That skill's not ready.
The last epoch build we played, the last one build we played, took me like 11 stream days or something. That's the short plans right now.
This just went up 40 minutes ago. Answers a lot of interesting questions about the game. https://steamcommunity.com/app/11543030/discussion/0/4.
Okay, then it goes 2. I was like, what kind of game? Things in the gonna drop. What kind of games? Let me open that up. Actually, chat, let us open it up here in the browser. So we have games confirmation follows up about early access. Will be starting in the winter this year. Follows up early access will happen. That is correct. The final date will be confirmed soon. There will be full English and German language support. No information on the languages yet. Okay, in general, they will support the main languages, but the early access status might be only English. Wait, only English? The beach in the official starting area after the Quest 2 and 4 is cinematic. No, the game has the entire introductory chapter act before the area. This is play time of 30-40 minutes. The story will be independent from Titan Quest 1, but it's set in the same universe. The story is set in Greek mythology, but it's a whole new plot line using established characters and concept of Greek mythology. Okay, the base attack icon change depending on equipment weapon type. Yes, that's correct. The base attack icon. Okay, interesting. The game speed will be slower than the average action RPG type game. Completed challenging fights will require you to think before you act. Okay, the time to kill is slower than the general standard, but there is plenty of player input and many enemies action to react to. Like, this is concerning, right? I was talking about Titan Quest as like one of the fastest paced, action RPG we played in terms. And now it's like, yeah, now it's getting closer to. It's not about movement speed, right? It's about like actual fight. So it'll be slower. We'll see. How does this go? It's a little bit concerning. Let me get the Christina. Okay, yeah, the Path of Exile 2 is also slower. Indeed. So basically we're moving to this like a kind of genre when action RPG will be like mixing a little bit with Souls-like games. And will we call it like a different genre altogether? Souls-like action
I also find it a bit
RPG?
concerning, but they seem to be going Po2 route of slower TTK and more tactical combat.
What else we have here? The game will have adjustable difficulty settings. We have an in-game ritual system that will allow you to manipulate the level of enemies, and thus the loot they drop. This will give you a greater challenge and also more reward via higher level item drop. You can also revisit the prior areas.
So I save my money for grand smiley face.
Prior areas and get valuable loot exclusive to this area, so long as you opt to increase the difficulty is to raise the minimum level of your oven. I don't like. You're saying there will be no like standard like 3 difficulties, right? They follow in the model like what is called, like a Path of Exile have with the modifiers to the games, right? So it's increasing. Okay, it's saying increasing levels to the enemies, not any other modifiers like the health or damage output or anything. But it's also manipulate loot, which is like kind of similar to Atlas mechanic. Not about level of the enemies, but more about like special modifiers, which is increasing chance to loot to drop. I really want to see this standard 3 difficulties.
I'm not sure they are 100% saying it doesn't have 3 levels. They aren't adjustable and need to be unlocked. But we will see. This seems more like the new TQ1 feature.
Yeah, I'm very hesitant to say much about this yet. Like I say, it's remind me a lot of like Path of Exile, Atlas thing, modifiers. So it's planning to give at least 6x the amount of skills to masters on early access compared to the demo version. That is correct. A lot more active and passive skills as well as modifiers are coming to early access. While all of them need to be balanced. Although we'll use early access to balance this. And for every skill has modifier on which you can pick up a 5 per skill. Correct. The modifier also have a capacity cost. You gain capacity by investing skill points into your skills. Thus you can immediately activate 5 modifiers, but the maximum is indeed 5. Okay, let me read it again. Every skill has modifiers, of which you can pick up 5 per skill. Right. The modifiers have capacity cost. You can get capacity by investing skill points into the skill. Okay, so basically we have like invest, get the skill to level 16, for example.
We saw the skill modifiers in the demo. It's simple and a good system.
You get like skill to level 16, and then you can only then you can get this 5 modifiers, for example, in skill. Considering the level 16 is like soft cap or something. Soft cap, okay, so that's a question. Will there be like something like soft cap and hard caps, like we had in the previous Titan Quest and Grim Dawn right now? Or it's just only like, you know, hard capping on, right? If there's like soft cap and hard cap, if they will be there, will they influence those modifiers? The same maximum 5. But maximum what on a soft cap, or like 5 maximum on a hard cap? We'll see. The horse will be with us through the whole story and continue taking.
Skills seem to have 20 levels based on demo. Modifiers cost varying amounts of point to activate.
So there is nothing about soft cap like or actually hard cap, right? So you can go like something higher than 20 via the items. They have a roach here, chat.
So you can do light investment just to get modifiers you need.
The horse will be up through the whole story and continue talking to us. Talking roach.
Auster 2 Roach. Auster 2 greetings.
That is correct. As far as early access goes, we aren't looking to give story spoilers beyond that point. Damn it, Roach game to Titan Quest, we're doomed.
Auster 2 greetings, Auster 2 Necanthrope.
Greetings, this is Felix. Welcome.
Auster 2 greetings.
Respecting skill points is possible, but masters are set in stone once you pick them up. That's how it is. That's how it was in Grim Dawn and how it was before. The world is completely handcrafted. That is correct. The main campaign, however, we might introduce in-game content that is using a different concept. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. They're talking about end-game procedure-generated, shit. This is something I don't want to see in Titan Quest, right? I don't want to see another Atlas or another like a Rifts we have in Last Epoch. I absolutely don't. No, that's not a Titan Quest I want to see. Story events throughout the world have been added to the game. The more you explore, the more interaction you can. Okay, the developers are.
They say, Mike, that's an AI issue, so be active on feedback.
The developers are brainstorming on how to further improve the inventory for players, hidden at reduced chance of overloading your inventory in the future. Correct? We will be introducing the loot filters and stash system. The target farming enemies will be possible again. Crafting will be added during the early access, and target farming will be mostly relevant when it's come to collecting materials for crafting, not actually like monster frequent target farming. Okay. The 12 hours campaign is planned for early access. Content takes between 10-15 hours in one playthrough. 10-15 hours is a reasonable number. There's, it's 3 streams. There's no info on how big the fully released game will be. It will depend on how the early access goes. The update will bring a lot of new content. So the content targeting the full release is at least around 50 hours. Okay, if they talking about here campaign 50 hours, I'll take it. Campaign meaning like there's a couple of difficulties.
If it is 50 hours as a baseline before expansions, that's a big game.
Yeah, but if they're talking 50 hours, it's like mindless farming with that end game activity. They thinking about it. We'll see about it. Multiplayer is planned not on early access room. So the game will feature multiplayer, but not on in early access. The amount of additional content after early access will partly depend on the player feedback and wishes. So talk to the developers and they do the best listening. Yeah, in the past, Grimlore general approach was been to work on meaningful add-ons, chunks, if desired by the players, and that's continued to be our plan. Meaningful. All right, you can put a lot of like meaning behind the meaningful word. So not all advices will be accounted for, and they will. Yeah, we'll see. After the early access, there will be additional materials to increase the replayability. Additional masteries. Additional masters depend entirely on feedback and demand.
They're saying expansions, you just looking at everything so far with a negative lens, LUL.
They're saying expansions, well...
They have a track record already with TQ1.
Yeah, what I'm saying, we'll see how this is gonna go, right? Well, the biggest negative thing I see here is that mentioning of an end game that is not campaign-like. Yeah? I already have Diablo, I already have like Path of Exile, I already have the Last Epoch, because it's the same like system, kind of end game. And it's not like my top favorite action RPGs. It is a plan, right? There's the player feedbacks and stuff to consider. It's just, I guess, we need to be quite active in delivering this feedback. But, you know, the problem is, there's so many players over there who are gonna be jumping on a brand new wagon and who want to make the Titan Quest look like a Path of Exile in an end game or something like that. It's kind of hard to get, you know, to beat those players' opinions and deliver your own opinion that we actually have enough of those kind of games with endless farming end game and stuff. What you want is campaign and nothing more. Jump into another build.
I agree. I don't want endgame. Just let me either one and done it and reach the level cap.
Yeah,
or
but
have the 3 difficulties return and again hit the cap at the end of the 3rd. I'd rather do a full campaign 3 times or one and done and move to a new build.
yes, that's exactly what I'm saying here, Nicholas Rob. But people like us are in minorities. So if there will be like a huge going like, yeah, we need this kind of campaign end game like the Path of Exile but better. I really have a fear that that's gonna
That
stick.
skill's not ready.
Again, I don't want to like overhype myself much, or I burned myself on the hype so much, so many times here already. like, yeah, like. So we're gonna take the wait and see approach here. We can talk a lot about what may be or may be not. But it's better like wait and see. It's at least a couple of months from now. And in my case, it's really hard to plan for what happened for me like in a couple of months from now too. Like I say, I was hyped a lot about the Wukong and stuff when it was first introduced the trailer, and we ended up like not playing. I ended up like trying to convince myself I don't want to play it, because like, well, the PC requirements, the game price and shit.
That skill's not ready.
There also, if we are in a minority when it's come to the wide action RPG scene, I don't think that's the case when it's come to Titan Quest and Grim Dawn. People play those games because they don't have the stuff they dislike. Christina down, is it? Yes, but there will be... I suspect there will be a great influx of players from... First of all, the game looks like way more like a Diablo, and there will be like a lot of like players jumping from actually Path of Exile and Diablo to check it out, a new action RPG, and trying to give their input about it. Just must be that end game activity. Yeah, you don't need to be super hyped, but you can also just look at the answers in a charitable rather than a negative way. I think it's a good sign that they spend the time collating all those questions and answering. That's a fairly extensive list, and I would very little of it could be like seen as a negative. It's not that they put in a negative spin, right? It's rather than having some concern about some particular part of this.
That skill's not ready.
Particular part of those like questions, right? Like I didn't saw the answer for about difficulties, but I saw the hint about potentially end game, procedure generated end game. Again, I saw this hint about the difficulties, the modifiers for a map.
I think people will come in and play, but the speed might send most of them packing. Also, are a lot of these new players going to stick around in a post-PO2 world?
Yeah, so it's not a negative. It's, I have more questions, right? More concern reading this than the actual answers. That it is. what I'm feeling right now.
Greetings, Seeker.
Okay, there's a Tom. Want to pick up the quest.
That skill's not ready.
I really hope it will be a big success, so, you know. Okay, maybe not big, maybe moderate, actually better. We don't want a big success, so all of those passive exile players come in here and play in my Titan quest. Moderate success, so just like, you know, I'm perfectly fine with the Grim Dawn Titan quest community in general. Again, time will show there.
That skill's
How
not
its
ready.
actually will be. It's just like, you know, I'm not usually active on the forums or any like Grim Dawn or Titan Quest forums. I don't even have like my
Can't do that yet.
accounts there to begin with. But it feels like in a Titan Quest 2 case, I would actually need to give my input as well
Reading their
somewhere.
answer, I think perhaps there is just one difficulty and thus one run per character. I don't even see that as a bad thing though. If it's a 50-hour campaign that gets added to by DLCs, that's a long enough run as it is. I mean, how is it any...
How is it any different to your ultimate on only on Gridom rounds? I also often say that I get bored of most builds and Titan quests before I finish in Legendary, so I'm okay. There's a single long run with adjustable personal difficulty, which they confirm affects the loot drop it. Christina that. Yeah, okay, so you're right about there will be like one difficulty at least for early access, right? Looking at the lengths of let's say in what 12-15 hours. It does look like one difficulty. Yeah?
That skill's not ready.
Okay, so like to be honest, 50 hours is kind of bit a lot, right? Our current build's like of a Grim Dawn 28 hours, and I still like feeling like it's a lot to spend on one build. We're trying to do everything.
That skill's not ready.
So like, okay, maybe not a lot. 28, 24 hours, maybe as the golden middle for the build.
Also in many ways one run makes building on the game easier. If you hit the cap in the original campaign, every DLC would essentially be endgame content. Much easier to implement and balance, I think.
Yeah, we can like I say, have some wild ideas here how it's gonna work.
Can't do that yet.
But I don't want to overhype myself, mate. Overhype in good or bad way. I mean, what else is negative? The target farming, right? So the target farming for I don't know what kind of like crafting system they will have in the game here. Like I perfectly as long as not something like a passive exile crafting system can
Well,
be that
it's not
bad.
going to be long, mate. We are mid-September and it's coming out this year in Aya. So literally 3 months max, but probably a little less IMO. Mid to late deck releases are unusual.
Yeah, like the New Year, Christmas and stuff. I don't hear meanwhile. You're saying it's not that long. 3 months is very long here. It's very long. Like, we literally don't know what we're gonna doing with the food, with the heating, and with the electricity coming autumn. The autumn already here, like that's very long thing. And situation worsening and worsening. So that's a very long thing for me. It's like hard to plan here for next day, to be honest. I already like planned also like bunch of games too, like the Game Pass months. This is supposed to be Game Pass months here, exclusively Game Pass. And I planned it like for like at least for months prior to that.
I can't do that yet.
Didn't work out for us. This is how much of planning do here. Well, we have like electricity right now for 3 days straight, 4 days probably. There was no schedules set for this for today either. So hopefully everything is fine. There was attacks. There was air alarm again whole day, whole night. From 1 a.m. to 7.
But you said that last year, and here we are a year on. It goes without saying at this point, circumstances might change.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
True enough.
not ready. Can't do that yet.
I mean, so far the only game I actually like, know that I will mostly like gonna be playing, and I want to play is it will be the Stalker 2. So it's kind of like the stuff I'm most excited right now about. Like I get my excitement down about Titan Quest the moment I heard it will be like early access. Like I absolutely understand why they're doing early access. It's absolutely the right approach. Nonetheless, it's not getting me like hyped more about it.
Can't do that.
You know, like I generally dislike the early access altogether. It's a correct approach for Titan Quest. They need a lot of testing. The last typic was an early access for like I don't know for what, like 5 years. It was more than 5 years even. So the action RPG games, that's kind of a game that they really need early access to polish it up everything before final release. And I'm actually, in the case of Titan Quest, I do want to be a part of this polishing, you know, community. To actually get like some my own ideas there, to get it as close as to my ideal Titan Quest game. I won't do all of that. It's just that we just need to wait until. Meanwhile, we have.
It's
Yeah.
funny then that you suppress any and all TQ hype, but are most excited about a game with widely no development hell.
Development hell? What do you mean by that? I mean, it's not like I'm leaving this thinking about like playing that Stalker. Like I'm hyped because I know like I'm gonna be playing it for sure. I know it's gonna be on the Game Pass, and at some point.
Stalker has had a long list of development issues over the years with a constantly pushed back release date.
Yeah, it is. It is like I'm not sure like why we call it hell. I'm aware about all of that.
That skill's not ready.
It's I don't know. I get more hyped about Stalker after playing Metro Exodus. Because that's how I can see seeing the Stalker we're gonna be looking like in most of the parts. But again, like I'm totally okay if they're gonna be delaying Stalker for next year or something, as long as it's coming to Game Pass and as long as
Development hell is a widely used term for a game that has significant issues during development and significant delays.
okay, well, that's maybe the first time I heard about it, mate. I'm kind of pretty lenient to the delays here. If they delay it for next year, please, just as long as it'll be like the game I want to see, I'm okay with that, right? As long as it's not be like early access or something.
That skill's not ready.
And as long as I know I can play it on the Game Pass. So I'm not worrying about actual pricing of the game. So I know like I'm most likely gonna get it.
That skill's not ready.
They actually put a price tag on some other game. Like we talked about it. Like oh my god, what was that? We just talked about it like yesterday or day before yesterday.
The
Oh,
term
okay, Kingdoms-
development hell was first used in the 1980s. It's a term used in the media and software industries to describe a project that's stuck in early development for a long time. This can be due to legal, technical, or artistic challenges.
Yeah, can be since their terms is often applied to the game suffering constant delays because this implies problem and turmoil in the studio. Yeah, right. So they put a tag price on Kingdom Comes Deliverance too already. I was kind of interested in the game, and then I saw the price tag here. I was like, yeah. My excitement died like instantly, you know. Like, so that's what we're talking. That's what don't want to like get an overhype about Titan Quest or anything. We did talk it potential will be like something around £30, which is meaning at least twice of that, hopefully in regional pricing. But it's gonna be still too much for early access. Mr. Holtz hopes they fixes the fucking awful lockpick in the system. Yeah, Ubi Pirates Games is a prime example of development hell. Stalker 2 Ultimate Edition is $110, but at least you get it on the pass, right? At the Titan Quest, you know, like you sort it on that.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, gonna see about that lockpicking system as the whole. We got the Kingdom Comes Deliverance Royal Edition thanks to Justifer Lux here, so gonna be playing it sometime before the second game came out. We have a big like list of this RPGs to play. And Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of them to try. Alright, the last seal to Morgan's tomb is mine. Let's get out of this place. Yeah, combat is, so February 25 is the sequel, so we like have 5 months. I guess it's like take a month to get through. Something like that. Something like that, I don't know. Let's see. I turn off like my browser again. So Kingdom. How long to beat? Kingdoms can't do it. So say like a main extra like around 80 hours. There's there DLCs, extras. Wait. Rush Leisure 230? No. No, please. 230, no, please. We can afford 110 hours per month, alright, on RPG game. Like somewhere around 110. Yeah, the combat reminded the Mountain Blade, and if you like ever played that one. No, by the way. I was actually just... Is it the Mountain Blade actually finally coming out of early access? The second game? For whatever reason, I just like a couple of days ago, I got the information, something like... something stuck with me like about for Mountain Blade. I know a lot of positive reviews people having for this game. It's like already 100-something K reviews on Steam. So it's a huge amount. It's one of those games I did want to try. Yeah, looking at 100 minimum, in my opinion, so like I say, it's at least a month. It's funny because I blocked it playing a Witcher because they need the... It's not a it's 300 hours, which is like 300. That's the thing. Everywhere like looking like it's this is my kind of gameplay. It's like 300. Mr. Cross, I actually started playing Witcher 3 last night. New Game Plus. Oh, okay. I was about to say, wait, did you not play in it already? New Game Plus Plus. So I feel, in terms of action RPG, the priorities here is the Dragon Age. Maybe Inquisition or the Origin, right? I never played Inquisition, I played the Origin a long time ago, so Dragon Age coming in 2 months. Right, so it's like one game priority. Both of them like quite long. And both like the Inquisition, especially we checked it out like last time, could be like over 200 hours. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance, well, Witcher also, they're talking about Witcher 2, so it's also there. Yeah, and because I've also heard about 100 hours. My last Inquisition ran to 125 hours, and that was doing everything.
I can't do that yet.
After, you know, like, after, like, spending 200 and something hours in... 235 hours in Pathfinder. Kinda hard to believe the Witcher is, like, twice shorter than that. When I remember, like, literally everyone saying that it was, like, the longest games, like, in ever.
I can't do that yet.
They have closed the gates for me. The hell. Do I need to sell the items? Not yet. So yeah, there's a big action RPG. Big RPGs are on our list. Like a Witcher 2. Of a Witcher 3, I mean. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance, Inquisition, Origin, Dragon Age. You know, and
It pains me to fool with you. Must hurry to the Oracle.
I'm actually want to get into Wrath of Righteousness. So we never finished Wrath of Righteousness, and it's did release its final DLC, so game more or less completed. Right, they're working more intensely on Rogue Trader right now. It's a good time to jump into Wrath of Righteousness. Where are we going? Well, good time. If you have like any time, that is. So there is that. Pillars of Eternity. I never finished it. Never finish it. And if you're doing it, we need to start from get-go. So there is that too. And we also got recently Disco Elysium. Sorry about that, chat. Yeah, we also got a Disco Elysium.
That skill's not ready.
So much work to do. That's like not included in all the new releases, and my plans to do like all the concentrated at least half of the stream time on action RPGs. Like a Grim Dawn, Last Epoch, potentially Diablo. Diablo would be pretty cool if they released a DLC on the Game Pass, alright? If the DLC will be like coming in Game Pass together with the main game, so it's like a cheap way to check it out if the DLC good or not. If it's something I would like or not. Because so far there's pretty good, interesting ideas what I saw about it, but it also looked like the time green, basically the gambling, not disappearing anywhere. Maybe it'll be even worse. So yeah, we'll see about Diablo 4 if that's if this season was my last season, or I will be able to play the new season with the DLC.
That skill's not ready.
Well, and then a couple of months we'll see what happened with Pass of Exile 2. I was mentioning before, Pass of Exile going into that close beta test in November, right? It's like 2 months from now. Yeah, look at all my friends, at least they have 48 and that have played, discounted everything below 60 hours, easier. They only do like main story or stopped. Almost everyone has 80 to 120 hours. After this is mostly jumped up to around 200, which is likely New Game Plus. I have a few outliers, which you might want to use as average play time as 313, 344 and 855, so I still hold around 100's about right. No, I absolutely don't think this 100, mate. I don't think this 100.
That skill's not ready.
It just can be, yeah? Like, let's be honest, a lot of people are rushing through the games. Right, so 100 could be like, if it's 100 okay for like average player, it's always taking at least 50% more for me. I know. I'm generally slow. I'm trying to go through everything. I saw a lot of like streamers playing like Witcher, just keeping up through the dialogues on their first playthrough. Like, you know, first playthrough, they're sitting this girl, she's skipping through the dialogues and stuff, and she calling it like playing the game.
I can't do that.
Disgraceful. Alright, Ancient, we don't care about this totem meanwhile. But yeah, a lot of people like that. Okay, let's go inside.
That skill's not ready.
So I honestly don't know. There's like thousands of hours when we talk about this 5 RPG I named, or more than 5. It's a total thousands of hours of streaming time. The one thing that we discussed before about Witcher that I can do it as something like with New Vegas, when we jump in only to Witcher for a couple of days here and there. But because I know like I have like 1200 hours on Fallout 4. Like, really? Well, weren't you saying that you dislike Fallout 4? Especially compared to New Vegas. Yeah, I guess it's possible 90% of the people on my list who played it gave up before the end. Very few have 200 plus hours.
I can't do that yet.
But still, Fallout 4 is like Fallout is my favorite game series.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah, it's a good game, just like not as good as not a good Fallout game, so. So I also hear it is like vastly bigger than in New Vegas. It's like twice bigger at least. Game time wise, if I want to do like as much as I done in New Vegas. Yeah, it's a good. They took out the gear maintenance, like completely, even on the hardest difficulty. There's a Fallout staples, yeah, that's not cool. So I haven't been engaged much in the crafting with the Fallout. Right, with my build. But the maintenance is indeed it's a big impact on your performance. You want to fight this death glow, you want to be sure your gear in top shape there.
That skill's not ready.
What about Fallout 76? A hand loader. What is this, like some kind of craftable weapon? Yeah, so how about the gear in the Fallout 76? Are they following the canons? Or is it the same as Fallout 4?
That skill's not ready.
It's the armor, the hand loader, the best armor in the game.
That skill's not ready.
Like, I did craft the armor for at least. I crafted quite a few armor for my anti-material and for my shotguns. No need to swap it all in one. Interesting. Yeah, the one thing we like never done in the New Vegas, never shoot even any single nuke, you know. That a fat man weapon over David's skull. They didn't even try shooting missiles. So at the beginning of the game, I tried like the grenade launcher. Killed myself a couple of times. Like, yeah, quite a few times. I realized that explosions is not for me.
Can't do that yet.
Can't imagine even like shooting with the nuke. Yeah, only explosives. I don't think there's like nuclear armor without the mods. Wait, isn't? But wait, was it a nuclear armor in Fallout 3?
That skill's not ready.
Like, I definitely remember this like fat man gun or whatever it's called. Something like that. The name is Steak. There's a Fallout 4 survival mode independent of the difficulty settings. This makes the game even harder. Certainly has more impact than a gear repair, which is generally adds nothing to the game except a chore to do. It's not like you're ever so badly off. You have to make choices about repairing this or that. Oh well, you need the proper materials. You need the proper skills for repairing. If you're going repair, like, yeah, or you need the finances. Alright, so like, if you're talking here Fallout New Vegas, how is was repair done about it? Right, so either need a lot of finances to repair, and the deterioration, deteriorated gear definitely impacting your performance. So if it's a weapon, you did way less damage. If it's armor, your armor rating also, DT rating also like way less, up until nothings. The higher the difficulty, the more legendary enemies spawn, and the more legendary gear you get. So
I can't do that yet.
the repair and gear, repair and mechanic was kind of have a lot of impact. A lot of impact on your economy. Or if you like want to get less strain on economy, you will need to get the special traits so we can repair the special skill or technical skills to begin with to be able to repair. So I played the kind of like intelligent build, which has given me more skill points that other build will do. So if I go like something a melee build with less than average intelligence, I was thinking we have like quite a bit of problem with the gear.
That skill's not ready.
Fixing my gear for that build. So I think I don't think it was the chore. The chore actually was drinking, eating, and sleeping. That's for the chore. That's the survival mod that brought, but not the repairing. Master Calls Fallout 4 survival is an entirely new experience. Won't play anything else. Because I still think the max difficulty with survival will be add more difficulty than repairing.
I can't do that yet.
Like when they talking survival, they're talking about, like I say, this eating, sleeping, and drinking, which just again, it is quite a bit of a chore.
That skill's not ready.
While repairing directly impacting your playstyle, like the choice of skills, or your economy, which is like, you know, again, it was kind of hard for me to actually get those caps in a Fallout, and there's like there's big spenders like installing the mods, their braid chips, you know, enhancing your bodies. Master Calls is the same on Fallout 4, but there's also no fast travel, and you can only save when you sleep. And you have to combat a disease. Carry weight has been greatly reduced too. No fast travel, it's inconvenience, for sure. Saving on sleep, it's very inconvenient for me to sure. But greatly reduced carrying weight. So I can like utilize all my loot, can take everything. That's absolutely no. Yeah, no fast travel, stronger enemies, more elites, less armor about it, no manual saves. The list of the effects is far larger than eat and sleep. There's 18 phases of the game ethics, yeah. Taking more damage and dealing more damage is interesting. I like this about hard difficulties. Like we discussed in an example of the Crisis. That I like about this hard difficulty. You can kill everything with one shot, more or less, to the head. That you also can die with one shot to the head. So it's like prompting you to play way more careful and ambushing players, ambushing the enemies with your clock. No manual saves as well for it. Crisis. But again, generally I dislike the not being able to save like whenever I want. Right now with no issues we have with our power grid, I genuinely really dislike it. Yeah, stealth is the way to go for survival unless you do a powerful armor build. Power armor stealth. Yeah, I mean, I see like a lot of those. Oh my god, chat, did you know there was a chest over here? That's the first time I see this one, for sure. Interesting. Yeah, so there are a lot of games like on those hardest difficulty we played. Like Fallout New Vegas is, also was about a lot about the stealth. It was about like shooting enemy from afar with a stealth, getting that maximize my crit damage. The Outer Worlds here is also like a lot about stealth, right? And sniping. On the maximum difficulty that it is. There is definitely a tendency. From tomorrow I assure you that the chest has always been there. It's always been there, but we just discovered it, chat. 1k hours blind, it's not a blind, mate, it's just... I open up for new discoveries in my favorite game. One of the favorites. Master also can actually sneak up the enemies too.
That skill's not ready.
Like kill them from behind with a knife, you know, stab them with a knife. That's kind of sneak. Just like even if you pick them up before, you wouldn't remember. That's another point there. Just relax.
That skill's not ready.
All these new discoveries, as they say, is a stuff from bygone era that was forgotten. Without memory and I saw this chests are Schrodinger's cats situation in both there is and not the same time. Schrodinger cats. We did discover yet another chest, like on this same playthrough, in the places I never thought that would be a chest there. Admittedly, I already forgot where it was, but it was like yesterday or day before yesterday. I found another one. It's like in a new place. The perk bleeds, and you can watch enemy from afar, and you appear like behind them. It tells you like right now stealth is insanely OP. It's a Skyrim level of strong. I never played the stealth in Skyrim, so no idea how that's gonna work there. Right, I had my mage build when I played the Skyrim, so everything like was dying like super fast to begin with.
My My inventory can't carry anymore.
Can't carry anymore. I was thinking about it's just about time to fill all the bags with the juicy loot.
You see anything you like?
The bramble wine. We did use it for something, for Evil Eye, right? Drink Evil Eye. Or we tried to, but I didn't cool down to Drink Evil Eye. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I remember that thing. I was planning to use it and I noticed that I didn't cool down and I was like, yeah, maybe not. Next up, I did Stealth Archer because the melee in that game is so bad. It was absolutely no challenge mod. Well, the magic also was no challenge. I did play the Oblivion with the mage build, and that's how we ended up playing the Skyrim also with the mage build. It was the days when I was playing more mages than actually face tanking. Sun Splitter Superior Alacrity. Guess we're gonna put this one in. Maybe just put in all those belts as well. Let's buy this one back. Mr. Ross, do you prefer to do everything nowadays? Yeah, did bow and critical dagger with the orc? Because it's rational that increases physical or melee damage. The fox do like one shot most things. Hit how bad the combat felt. But so why do one build when you can do all of them, alright? I mean, okay, so like like the cool stuff about Skyrim and Oblivion, well, Morrowind potentially. I never played Morrowind, so like, was this the rumors that they working on actually Morrowind remaster or something? In any case, the main thing about this, like I was thinking, this was very cool. You increase the mastery of the weapon you currently using. So you're playing with the magic. Using the magic and increasing the mastery of a level, leveling up the specific magic skill. I really like it about those games. Yeah, I did like at the end of like playthrough, I do tend to get on the masters in all almost all that could be mastered, you know. I would tend to do that. But magic is like, as I remember how I would play it. You know, how I initially started with. And stick to for most of the time with.
Safe storage, no questions.
They're working on Oblivion remastering the Skyrim engine too. Modders at least. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, Oblivion was my first Elder Scroll game, so... my first, and I remember it wouldn't play on my Radeon graphic card, right? And I was so upset about that I begged my parents to buy myself to get me an allowance to buy a new graphic card just to play the Oblivion, which I did. And then like later in when I just was already in university and got my very first laptop and stuff, just couldn't do anything without laptops back in the days. at least for our speciality. And it was amazing how good Oblivion actually would run on my laptop. Back there. It was like one of the first games like I remember installing on a laptop too. The Tetris Grim Dawn style. Nani? But yeah, I have like very fond memories of the Oblivion. I mean, yeah. We would divide the plane in time for you know, for me and my brother, who gonna be playing Oblivion when this came out. So there was the sync as well. I was dropping blocks in the stash. Oh yeah, yeah. That's in Tetris inventory management. I have specific, you know, following specific guideline for my own stash here. Like every so the one row of the right at the right side is all for the swords, right? Swords and javelry, and everything else is just for other type of gear. So there's the rules to follow. You refuse to believe there's any order to your stash. I have been watching your inventory management thereof for years. There's a perfect order, mate. There's a perfect order. Like, if you're looking at this stash over here, inventory. So the order is the main inventory tab. It's for the components. It's mostly for components. The first bag is for items that I already... Okay, so it's components and items I used early game. So when I'm gonna be talking about early game, summarizing the build, I have those items over here to show it out. What kind of items that it used in early game. When this stash gonna overflow, and it's gonna overflow eventually, I'm moving those items to the first bag. Alright, so it's still like a little bit of components here you're seeing, the items that was used in early game and mid game. So there's that kind of a order, you know. The chaos is order. There is no order without chaos too, so they say it. This is the grasp of that we're currently using, but it has a lot less vitality damage. And we don't really care about it. There's no order. I just explained it, everything. Come on, chat. It's very simple.
Skill's not ready.
So guess someone put all the molecules of the universe in the pot and shock them well. But that's how the life came to be, is it? At least they say it nowadays. Must of course look like a mine. There's the man who understands the chaos. Organized by item type, sir. Well, that's too much shorter to my chaos. Organizing by item type. It's too much shorter, mate. I mean, this is looking bad, right? You just can put it all of this. Okay, I just this is actually some item I don't even need here. So you can put all of those items every time, like into your shared stash or personal stash by pressing one button, basically. So I can keep it more space to loot. But when we not looting that much in end game, I'm perfectly fine with that kind of organization. It is sort of kind of, we have the same problem with the Titan quest. Every time, getting closer to the end game, our main bag and all other bags just were growing with permanent loot. All the components and stuff we're carrying. Yeah, Titan quest items take up so much room too. They do. The new Titan Quest 2 item system look like quite a bit of Diablo, however. So I wonder if you have like all of those extra like bags. They were saying about something improving the storage and stuff in this developer node. So it doesn't mean we'll have like more bags like we had before, like we having right now. That's kind of question too. The stuff is 6 space, right? I'm usually trying not to pick up the stuffs when I don't need them for money, or even I do need. Just trying to go for something less bulky. But tomorrow, yes, and I sorted all the components after the gear type, stats and components bonuses too. That looks like a lot of work to do. Dude, like, I remember spending so much time into like trying to get like some semblance of sorting in my Titan Quest stash, you know. It's so easy to dump everything into my Grimdon stash. So much more easier. I don't need any order. Eh? Just type like everything there. Just type the name of the item you want, and then yeah. You don't need to organize it in the special rows and
can't do that yet.
And columns and tabs. Do not have going for item assistance, but I imagine there's no need for any manual organization there either. Am I right? There should be gates to... Yeah, and then the bags for masters, for gear types after relevant attributes, for levels, for set artifacts, scrolls, potions. Yeah, yeah. Wait, where's Lost Oasis? Did we just went and miss Lost Oasis again? No, it can be like... Look like we open everything here. Oh my god, was Lost Oasis over here? Yeah, chat. That's supposed to be like oasis that been lost somewhere around those parts. So that's one thing that Titan Quest 2 would need to have. External storage, some good one. Is a developed by developers. Unless they go in, will do the Titan Quest like some kind of service, like again, like Diablo, which is absolutely against it.
Can't do that yet.
But yeah, Diablo is pretty stingy in storage. Like Last Epoch, probably the best example of all those game services I played that have some kind of good storage mechanic. You obviously can use external storage in Path of Exile, Last Epoch, or Diablo. Path of Exile have very good storage mechanic, but it's paid for. You know, you need to really pay it quite a bit for getting to all the good parts of a storage in. So like, the free storage is the best done in Last Epoch. Just spending some in-game gold to get in your chest, and you can sort it. You can name the chest. Yes, it's maybe hard to find the specific item if you like put in everything like in one chest, and it's required to some manual what was the right word here? Calibration against, I guess. A very close word I found. To make this storage presentable. So you actually can find whatever you're looking there for. But anyways, it is allowing you that unlimited storage capacity. As long as you have gold to buy it. Diablo, on the other hand, not only limited storage capacity, it's also limited character capacity. So if I remember correctly, right now in Diablo 4 you can create not more than 12 characters altogether. But if you have like some characters from previous season, they're gonna be taking that slot in nonetheless, right? So they're moving into that Eternal Ram League. Not a seasonal league, but it's still a need to, you know, one space for the for that character. The moment you reach like 12 slots, you need to delete some character, and this is feeling pretty bad for any action RPG lover who interested in, you know, in builds like I do. Like deleting your current character to play another character. I didn't even have something like that in Lord of the Rings Online we played a long time ago. I mean, Lord of the Rings Online have always limited free space for characters, but you always can increase the space by buying more space. I don't think there's option to buy more space in Diablo, is it? It's just limited to 12 character period. Okay, meanwhile, I'm back to Grim Dawn here. We're actually about to get a skill point and attribute point here, and about to finish in the DLC altogether. Took me quite a bit more time than I was expecting here. For whatever reason, yesterday I was planning to like do this DLC in one and a half hours. That generally was a plan. We ended up like going and looting everything. Still no sign of special chest with celestial essence. Alright. I saw you're supposed to have it at least once per session, somewhere in this map. The Cobra Furs. Cobra Fury, yeah. I just heard about the set just recently somewhere. Was the Master Horse? Is this the one you were using?
That skill's not ready.
Momentary losses describe my gameplay. It's a bad word for the lost. Yeah, for the gameplay.
I can't do
the better word here, adventurous. We're not lost. We went on adventure. That's kind of stuff. Yeah, anyway, just very little left for the DLC. Maybe we still jump into Celestial's fight here after this. If nothing changed.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, get some extra hour today so we can finish the build. And do something different tomorrow. More Outer Worlds. Oh, I was saying that checking out the Rock Prince of Persia, right? The new updates. So talking about it yesterday. They got this weapon upgrade, graphic and animation upgrade as well. And there were, before that, there was a couple of new enemies were added. Surprisingly enough, I was checking out this Ubisoft Prince of Persia, and it's actually doing okay in terms of reviews, like 80-something%. We did have a couple of people here was saying that the two crowns, what is it called? Oh my God, okay, let me actually get the two thrones was old Prince of Persia, because Prince of Persia was actually good. Okay, it's Lost Crown. It's not two crowns, it's Lost Crown. So it's sitting right now on 84% even. The current recent reviews. It has a new DLC. It's ready to release, so it's coming to be. And yeah, so we have when we played this Kanzara Zhao game. Zhao Tales of Kanzara Zhao. There were some people from in the stream that actually played the Prince of Persia Lost Crown, and they were saying that it actually was good, apart from story. Right. The gameplay-wise was good. Interesting. I always wasn't into like Prince of Persia story, however. Okay, admittedly that game from 1989 hardly to say like what kind of story was there, but I started with Warrior Within. My serious Prince of Persia game was Prince of Persia 2 Warrior Within, that I played Sands of Time and well, Two Thrones after. So in my opinion, Warrior Within had the best story there in the game. Yeah, they working on Sand of Time's remastered version right now. So it's been like it's been 3 years at least, I believe. Quite a bit, like quite a lot from in terms of the development time for Ubisoft. So maybe that's an indication that the game will be actually good. Disregard the price tag. I probably can face stun those guys here. Let's move from the tentacles. Not enough Chaos Leech. Okay, somehow we did face tank. Switches of Barry King, we don't care. Like, this is the third night shard that like literally third night shard that just dropped like in the past like 2 weeks. Before this, like 20 or 19 builds before this, we didn't have like 0 night shards, and I was like so surprised that it's only dropping from Celestial Totem when Tomori mentioned it. Cause we got our like fair share of Celestial Totems. It just never dropped for me. Now we're done with the Night Shard build. Look at this. Basically almost every single totem we had here dropping a Night Shard. Bullshit game.
Can't do that.
Give me a second, the phone call, be back right away. Alright, we're good, we're back. Some kind of scam, like I had like four phone calls already, like before the stream early in the morning. One of them like was 6 AM. And I'm checking it out and see it's a city number. You know, from some station or phone. Like we don't have the pay phones anymore here. Like up until 2019, I believe, or something, we still had the paid phones, like on the streets. Was it like 2019? They definitely been there, like when I was studying in university, yeah? And I decided like to remove them all completely. Yeah? Because apparently the people were using to scam other people. Well. Anyway, and they were not popular for any other phone calls. So yeah, this is like the 5th call today, and all sounds like a scam. Which is no wonder, because like according to a new law, they're trying to, you know, to do something about. They complaining about all of this, like lawmakers were complaining about all of this increasing amount of scammers, right? So, calling from prison somewhere of from areas that are not under the Ukrainian control, from Russia altogether. Anyway, there's a lot of scammers here. A lot of scams happening via the phone calls. So apparently it was a lot of work for police. And the lawmakers came to this ingenious idea for all of this, like if you get scammed like less like something like $100 or something. Okay, I can't remember like the exact number. So let's say like $100, right? If you scam for less than $100,
I can't do that yet.
it's not actually a scam. It's not. The person is not criminal, have any criminal responsibility for that. If he got caught, he can pay the fine or something, and it's supposed to be reduce the amount of work police doing. Again, they weren't doing any fucking work about the scammers to begin with. But now you can officially get scammed for like some amount, and it's not gonna, no one gonna be bothering about it. So I see on my example over here the amount of scam calls increasing so much,
That skill's not ready.
especially like in the past like couple of months. Was the whole same over there? Like a plague, yeah.
Do that yet.
It's like you can before the war I would ignore like some. There would be occasional spam calls, scam calls for sure. I would ignore them. I see the number I don't recognize, so I just ignore it. But I can't like ignore the numbers like right now. Like they just can't. Like, you know, you never know what happened. Like maybe someone you know like just borrowing someone else's phone. In fact, I was like back in the days. I was when all this 2023, when we had like the city without electricity during the winter. And there was very bad reception and stuff. So I would give like my phone to some passerby if they ask to. If they need like call the relatives or something emergency. Like they remember like the case when I just went to a shop. It was one shop that had electricity because it was on the same line as a railway station, so they had you know, more or less guaranteed electricity, and the shopkeeper couldn't get to her family because of bad reception, and she asked me for a phone as well. So yeah, I can't ignore like random phone calls anymore. Like, you never know if it's important stuff or not during the war. But so far, like 99% of those phone calls are just some kind of scam.
That skill's not ready.
It's like, I don't know. It's like they normalizing the scam practice here. Well, apparently not only here. So they just normalizing it without like removing criminal responsibility and saying this generally like you can deal with it. While the people already like calling the scammers calling from a prison. They're already in a prison. What are we gonna do with that? It's too much to bother to investigate who call. Especially when most of the time you're not allowed to have a phone in a prison to begin with. Alright. So it's like came into to be like how the prisoner get the phones, who was responsible for that. And it's like such a chore. Because the problem is the system to begin with. Yeah, they're working for the prison director, so it goes 8 hours a day. Absolutely, mate. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. That's how it is. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Wait, why don't we have a quest here? Nani? What happening? Oh, because we didn't turn the quest to this guy, did we?
Welcome back.
Oh, we need to clear that shit.
Have you executed our little?
Chat, like all this running, I totally forgot about using Potion of Experience. Jesus Christ, Clown Fiesta. I was talking how much important it is to use the Potion of Experience to get all the skills to maximum level. Okay, the good thing we don't have much of experience left for a rant, but the bad thing we're almost done with the campaign here. So we're not getting that maximum XP for... yeah, so much XP was lost because of this. Like additional -2 bleeding resistance, which is pretty good to have.
I can't do that yet. That skill's
Well, that jump was something else. Okay, speaking about the anti-scam laws, there's another very unique one, right? Just genius, like kind of law they provided over here. You know, it's coming from financial institutions, so the initiators were. So they limited amount of cash you can transfer between your account and someone else's account in total to something like 4K bucks per month. Argument in it, the argument here, like only scammer using like consistently transfer like the amount of like this kind of more than 4K amount of cash between some accounts. Normal people not. 99% of people or something, or 90% of people. So that's gonna be like reduce the amount of scam they can, you know, commit. Right. Well, at the same time, like the small businesses who work in like doing some websites, sales and stuff, is actually in the first time that's impacting those kind of businesses. And getting like 4K bucks per month scammed, and then like reaching your limit on scamming. This is also kind of sounds funny. Yeah, total nonsense.
I can't do that.
People have different circumstances in their life, right? There is a people who doing who volunteer and doing some work like buying the drones from abroad and stuff. They're saying they do like exceptions for those kind of people, but there's especially during the war there's a different circumstances to not that I'm transferring like any cash here anyway. Just talking about general nonsense of all of this. Okay, should be all of here.
The camp, the primordial foe of our collective existence.
Primordials 4. So we get a skill attribute point here. As going right into spirit again. A little bit more damage. More importantly, a little bit more mana regen here. 180 mana regen.
Have you executed?
180 mana regen. And we also get the last skill point for this build too. By killing this guy. Dude, the coward, come here. Fight me fair and square.
And so, I will answer what I can. Time that we have.
Never mind.
Is confronted.
Never mind answering, like open the door for me. So the last skill point going into Shaman. 8 points in primordial bonds. So one more like more damage absorption, 1 more %. Again, hopefully it's gonna increase my survivability a little bit faster. Pendant. Nope. Don't let him clap you. And obviously we did enter. So the final push shot. to get a car back, but it's taken quite a bit of time here already. Let's see, we also can get the pendant. We do need area experience from a quest, possible.
Hello again, my friend.
It's 8k experience from that, really. Well, it should give me like Celestial Lotus. So again, like experience-wise, we missing quite a bit here for... Or maybe not, or maybe yes. It's what, 2 million something? Yeah. Get that additional 2% of minus bleeding resistance for the rend. Didn't check my highest damage with that increase anyway. I saw the crits, okay, it's still 109k. So we didn't increase my highest damage today, but I see the crits for one Spectral Knight here. Phantasmal Knife. Around like 30k here and there. Not bad considering we have eight of them. So overall DPS could be good.
That skill's not ready.
Well, it is good. We clean in everything, like I say, pretty fast here. One of the fastest builds. When it's time to clean in normal content. Okay, I don't know about those guys, they're just stuck somewhere.
I can't do that yet.
What can be worse than stuck somewhere in the middle of this long forgotten tomb? See all your friends got slaughtered and you can't respond, retaliate to your enemy. Yeah, those cultists had it hard, did they? The first secret area out of 4 here. So always have some fancy chest. Look at this, 1,600,000. We were like on 800. Just like when we started this, and I didn't sell much of items, so most of this gold is just iron came from looting those beats from a chest here. Interesting. Yeah, I think with this our situation of financial situation for this build is okay. Just more than enough. So we need to buy like a more experienced potion for our next character, and we need to buy... Oh, we already bought the glyphs. I need to buy some merit tokens. That's about all. There's another thing I can improve my build with, right? We done the skill reshuffling, but one more thing we can do for this build is craft another relic, right? I mean the same relic but with a different completion bonus. So you get 2% of my defense ability as completion bonus on the relic, and it can roll, for example, with Ether Resistance here, right? If it's rolling with Ether Resistance, I can remove some more points from Orc Skin here, like this 18 Easter resistance altogether. It is less armor, but if we can compensate that with giving a more damage absorption. Okay, reverse the Cult of Soil. Don't care about any of those revered status here. So yeah, there are still a little bit we can do to improve this build. Alright. To reshuffle more skill points. So I'll say if we can take something like 5 more skill points out of here, there'll be enough to finish Primal Bones. That's enough to finish the Primal Bones, and maybe put more points into Anatomy of Murderer. So I do want, okay, I do want Veil of Shadow maxed out. I don't want Shadow of Dance maxed out. I do want Phantasmal Armor maxed out and Anatomy of Murderer. We don't have like a soft cup in this age over here. That's +1 more critical damage there. Not a big in pot. We also can go can get like 2 more points for the Devouring Swarm, which is more like minus resistances, like 2 more to Vitality and Bleeding. Alright, you can get more points in the Mogadrin Pact for more energy regeneration too. Like so much things we can do. We obviously can level up my Wind Devils a little bit higher. They're not exactly damage dealers. They're there to do that rand ability. But getting them a little bit higher is still...
I can't do that.
Man something. If only we had all of the skill points. Like previous build, I didn't know what to do with the skill points. Right, we got everything I wanted, and I was like spending them in Anatomy of the Murderer, which is weren't giving me any boosts to anything. This build over here, so much thing to do.
That skill's not ready.
So many possibilities. Okay, that's the 3rd secret area. We missed the 2nd secret area. Meanwhile, it was in the previous level. The only important secret area, however, is the one with the great boss. With the great boss activation key over here. So that's important one for sure.
Can't do that yet.
Dude, like, I opened the chest. I went like somewhere over here before returning back to collect all the gold. Imagine what we talked like a couple of days ago would be true. If we actually had a pad here, some cosmetic pad that can collect all the gold and components for you,
That skill's not ready.
like all around the map, so you never would miss it. That'll be so much more convenient. Okay, that's the last secret area over here. And there's another secret area inside the secret area for a great boss.
That skill's not ready.
But yeah, they did done something in 1.2 patch about this loot. So they increasing the loot radius. You're just picking up the stuff in a bigger radius now, which is good, but not solving the problem entirely.
That skill's not ready.
And tomorrow it's not the Anatomy of Murderer. It has nothing to do with the Brook and Hire, and this section is Anatomy of a Murderer. Nani? Is it what? Is it really? It's Anatomy of Murder?
That skill's not ready.
How is it you always right, Memento? Okay, there's another guy stuck in a wall.
Can't do that.
But in Anatomy of Murder or Murderer, it's like very close enough, right? That's how like I remember the skills. I don't see anything wrong with that. Using my own naming scheme that it's not like I completely like, you know,
Inventory is full.
rename the skills in a different give it a different name. It's a very close one.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Okay, no loot shot, no space for it. A Viper Sun Splitter. I'm gonna put that into storage. Cause why not? This one, Devouring Swarm. Maybe we don't care about this one more. Stanchion, okay, Blade Arc. Don't care about this one. Get rid of the scythe. Yeah, now the night shard. Frostbite, prismatic, vitality to gold. This is actually not bad. If I gonna be playing Emerita Blade Burst and doing cold damage, most likely. So this doesn't look that bad at all. Okay, this we keep in. Chosen research of attack. I guess we can keep that as well. Chosen of attack. Let's keep like one of those. Sargarius Secret Bait. We also can keep that one too. Imperious of Wrath and Chosen of Soul Warding. Okay.
See you around.
Got something you need?
We have a lot of space here, so I'm just not keeping everything. So at least I would not have a regret that I missed some loot. Because I didn't put it in a chest at some point. Okay, next one. This is a place for swords. And one more chest over here. Okay. Yeah, or not okay. There's more. I think there was some bear medallion or something. Where is that? Okay, the Bear King. There we go. Can put those potions already over here. And that's about all. Right, guys, final push. Final push. We're there, but it's like taking a whole 4 hours here. Yeah, way longer, like I said, than I was expecting to do it for. So I guess like we need another 2.5 hours for killing Celestials. This depends. Maybe, like I say, I want to tinker with my relic as well. The defense ability 2% is good. It's like it's giving me this 100 almost 100 to my defense ability, but it's not really that much anyway for the important content.
It's too late.
It's still gonna die. Dude, like this Camelin, he just died so fast.
You disappoint me, Kaiman.
He really did. He really did disappointed us. Okay, boss time in 5.
All these centuries, the usurpers dare not even show their faces.
Why would they show their faces? And I always have the thoughts, like, if they do, I already have a very bad opinion about those Eldritch gods. Right, especially the Soil one. The one who all about sacrifice and stuff.
How long did they think their charade would last?
So like, if they show it themselves in the Korvac fight, I probably would just kill all of them as well. Alongside the Korvac.
That skill's not ready.
Especially if there's the loot involved. And in most cases, that's actually the thing. Not a single celestial chest. We did miss maybe like couple of few areas here and there. Like, it would be kind of funny if there was some celestial chest there. But overall, I feel like I check out 99% of the map here in this session.
Come, little human.
Guess no luck.
This quick.
Can't do that yet.
There's still a chance for celestial essence to be found in Korvac chest, by the way. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, look at a normal chest, we don't care. Put a portal just in case. So we know our survivability not that great. I think we can face stun Korvac here. But it's also gonna be dangerous. Especially for the last phase, we'll see. Yeah, like his punch in there, like quite a bit around. Yeah, so he shoots my mana too. Bleed.
An extension of my will.
Well, bring it on. Yeah, like the health bouncing back and forth quite a bit over there. But because we have so much health leech, was not a problem. Well, let's see if we have any essence here. There was, is it? I just saw like some kind of essence. Any? No, it's not here. Could be something different. There was some component we have to loot. Bit of primordial rage. Well, that's all for DLC. That's all for DLC, and we approaching like 4 hours mark over here for stream. And we at least need another 2 hours to get to kill Celestials, and then another like around hour or 50 minutes to talk about a build all together. A Celestial, Great Boss, Secret Boss. So that's what we're gonna do, chat. We're gonna be doing it, killing all the Celestials during the end game, and maybe tinkering faster with my gear tomorrow.
His cult has been crushed. Even now.
For now, I think that will be over for this Grim Dawn stream today. We done final adjustment for. Well, maybe not final, we'll see tomorrow how final this final adjustment will be. Like I said, there's some way to improve on my relic here. The completion bonus, get myself this Ether bonus. So we don't need like much of Ether resistance or the maximum. And that will be allow me to remove the Orc skin altogether. So less defensive ability, less armor, less easy resistance, but that should be okay if you spend as more points on the primal bound. So that's what happened today. We climbed the tree, we got all the skill points, all attributes points we could. We climbed the tree to from 40 to level 50 on Shaman. We removed some points from Mogredren Pact, from Orc Skin, from we removed completely Night Shield. Remove a couple of points from Shadow Dance and Anatomy of Murderer. And then we put this 8 points, basically 18 points that we got in climbing a tree and primal bound. Right, so it's giving me like additional 11% additional damage absorption. Before this, at the beginning of the stream, we jumped into Shadow Realm and were one-shotted by the boss there. So despite having 17k health, so hopefully now with damage absorption adding to this amount of health we have, that's gonna prevent us from getting at least one shot in the Shattered Realm. We'll see. We're gonna be trying a Shattered Realm tomorrow again, along the side with all this, like I say, celestial bosses, secret bosses like a Lokar and Roshalga, and the Great Boss, obviously. For now, take care of yourself, guys. Stay safe, whatever you're doing, have fun with it. See you on the evening stream with more Outer Worlds. Or, well, morning stream again for Grim Dawn